All right, Deadly, what is this that you're putting up here, bro? I mean, this has got to be crazy. You said Baldur's Gate 3 on Play Anywhere according to the store page on my Xbox, but not my PC app yet. Excited about this though. I haven't seen Baldur's Gate 3 on a decent Steam sale, and I really resent having to pay full price for a game twice. Excited to try this on my PC. I checked the PC app when you said this, and I searched Baldur's Gate 3 and nothing. So, people, permit me to pause this video and go fire up my Xbox. Let me see if what he's seeing is actually what I'm gonna see. Cause if this happens, all that hold on, boys, it's real. I just went and turned my Xbox on and I like literally screeched. The Play Anywhere proposition to me is the most damning thing to the gaming industry, as they've put us in a place where people have had to buy and multi-buy, whatchamacallit, titles on different storefronts. And I remember just talking about Jez Corden's article just now, where I've said that every time I bet against Xbox, it's cost me money, number one. And number two, if games are going to be priced cheaper on a platform that I know I can get cross compatibility and cross functionality via my own PC, little thing I'm doing here, I'll buy that game where the price is perfect for me. I am not concerned about platform preference in a sense. Yes, I like Steam, but I've already said this to y'all. If Good Old Games has got the sale going, or if anybody's got the sale going and it benefits me as a PC gamer, I'm buying from there. I don't care. Does that make sense? Now, maybe I might have a hesitation outside of Steam, like, well, it's not in Steam. But if I really want to play that game and Epic Games has got it for cheap or whatever it is, man, we're going that route. I really couldn't be bothered. I have a Ubisoft library. I have an EA library. I have an Epic Games library, which has got like almost 100 plus games, by the way. Don't even get me started there. I have a Good Old Games library that's got over 100 games as well. Don't get me started there. I've been getting most of them for free from Prime Gaming and stuff. But they're just libraries everywhere on PC, which is fun. There used to be all this talk, I don't want to use my launcher. Well, go blow your money on Steam every time then, or maybe sit there and wait for sales. That's fine too, but I'm not going to say no to a free game or no to a cheap game. And so this thing that Xbox is doing, they're playing with fire. It's a good kind of fire, but they're playing with fire anyways, because everyone's going to look at PlayStation and Nintendo and go like, what are you all even doing for gamers? Like, who really wants to keep playing on PlayStation when they can't even offer a proposition that benefits you, even though it's retroactive? And this is exactly how this showed up on, my own Xbox console. I saw Baldur's Gate 3, Ninja Gaiden. It's the same thing. And Deadly is a, British gentleman. I'm over here, in the North Americas, and I'm seeing the exact same thing. So apparently the rumor about Baldur's Gate 3 coming to Play Anywhere is actually true. And I was talking about it just the other day. I said, guys, the retroactive nature of Play Anywhere is very dangerous. And let me show you one of the reasons why. This article that Jez is talking about said, furthermore, I stopped here in my last video. I was like, that's it. Thanks to new silicone from AMD, already approved all the way to CFO Amy Hood and CEO Satya Nadella, the new Xbox will also run all games currently available on the Xbox Series X and S library. This means all the OG Xbox back-compatible games, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Dead to Rights, all the Xbox 360 back-compatible games, all the Xbox One back-compatible games, and all the current and future Xbox Series X and S games, these games will run natively on the new Xbox and launch seamlessly via the Xbox Launcher's library. And this may be, and I want to go ahead and put this out here, it may be exclusive to the so-called Xbox hybrids, where yes, you can buy a PC and access Play Anywhere and everything, but only if you buy the so-called Xbox hybrid can you now do both on one device. I think that's what my thinking is. But that's not even the important part, because I already have a Series X. I'm not going to need to buy this device. I can play all those things on there if I wanted to, right? But now, seeing as they want to give this functionality of your Xbox console, would they put that on a regular access for a PC user? Like, hey, why don't you download this thing if you have an Xbox console? Bro, if they dare. If Xbox, if you dare, yo, I will so download that sucker fast. Don't you even dare. Do you know the titles that are hiding on consoles, that are hiding on Xbox via backward compat, that you can't really get your hands on PC anymore? Oh man, y'all don't even know the sauce that's actually in here. It's always been about the games. I've always laughed at the people that are talking about this whole, platform, preference, my favorite platform. No, 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 no. Do you want to play the game? Then play where you want to play the game. If the game's even available for you to play. And so Jess keeps writing. He says, like any new console generation, and this is the one that basically made me almost fall down. He says developers will likely continue supporting the Series X and S development environment for several years after the new Xbox drops in. Over time, more and more games will get next-gen Xbox native versions too, targeting the specific configuration they're in. AI-powered technologies like auto super resolution and next-gen frame generation will boost the Series S and X games running on new hardware, but developers will also have the option to target the new box directly with Xbox Play Anywhere versions and smart delivery technology. See, I've drawn this diagram for you guys before, and those of you that were listening, honestly, I think you probably got exactly what I was trying to say. I said to y'all, especially to those people who were talking about Xbox consoles not selling more the next generation, I said to you, they're not going to discontinue the Series X and S. The Series X and S, where they are right now from, a propagation standpoint, 30, 35, whatever million you want to call it, are going to continue to receive support. Why? They have just literally toned down the hardware capabilities, or I guess I'll say the hardware strength of what you call an Xbox by launching the Xbox ROG Ally and ROG Ally X. So if you make your game and target this hardware, automatically, more than likely, your game will run on the Xbox Series S. With this in mind, they now get to support how many million? Let's just say it's 30 million. Let me give it to you even units. And then whatever they're selling of this new box, right? It's just going to keep adding up to their entire console base, including other aspects like cloud and then PC, which PC is going to pretty much now be kind of an overlap in a sense. So let's just say PC was like here. Let's draw this laptop over here. It now overlaps outside PC's own thing with, Steam and, Epic and all these other guys and, doing their own little thing out here. But now the PC user has access into this area here. So now more options for me as a PC gamer who decides I want to dabble into the Xbox ecosystem. See, oh man, you know what? This is all still hypothetical, right? These are just based on inside information pieces. But I have to tell you, this is the kind of inside information piece that you actually want to happen because it will provide you the best possible framework, right? For all of this. The best possible framework for your gaming, the best possible set of options that you can get your hands on. And even the best part of this is not even, and I've said this before, someone was saying, I think someone was telling me, he was talking about something a while ago. He said Xbox will charge money for people to be able to access Steam from the next Xbox console. I laughed. I've blocked this person on the comments because they will not stop bothering me. And I said, just wait for it to happen. And if they're saying that the ROG, Xbox Ally is kind of the blueprint for it, then it's going to run full Windows, of which they're not going to charge you anything. Once you enter Windows, they're going to be, what are they going to do? They can't apply. So if this is the case, then he was wrong. Like, he was absolutely wrong about that whole proposition, about that whole thinking, because that's what these folk want. They want Xbox to do things that would absolutely ruin or tank their ecosystem because they can't imagine being on PlayStation while all this sauce is on Xbox. It's a waste. Hold off now in your buying of games on, whatever platform you're on and take a very close look at what's going on because the next generation is going to be time to make some serious moves. And Xbox is making a move where it's going to make PlayStation look like it's 100 years behind in any given 365 days. Pay attention. Thanks for watching. Peace out.